Hello. Let's see. By the way, Britlin couldn't make it this time, so we're back to down
First
two.
Batman.
I know, I know. Also,
Okay.
I suspect Morrigal might have a headache as well.
Hmm. Okay, well, I guess we can do it on our own.
I'm still hoping he might come. It's hope against hope, but I am hopeful. Let's just see everything is set up here. Uh, Stream is on. Does my mic sound okay?
Yeah,
Hello?
it sounds okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
I'm
That's
you
good.
can.
Just waiting for Murgo now, and another 20 minutes to pass. I'm afraid you joined pretty much a bit early this time because there's really not much to do except sit and
Yeah,
twiddle
I
our
was just
thumbs.
I don't know, just join to see what's going on. I don't know. Guess I'll wait.
Hopefully everybody turns up this time. We've only got 21 participants online right now, and I'm waiting for 24. Any predictions on who might win this one?
Dallas.
He didn't win the last one.
Yeah, I know, but I think the new Thrusters meta really is where it can shine
I
because
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. You keep talking.
because in the last tournaments we saw that especially good with maneuvering his ships. Last time he was just unlucky because he had a counter matchup.
I'll be honest. I have not yet played 14.0 yet, so I have not seen or used any of the new parts. I'm quite excited to see what
Well,
people
the
have come
new
out.
parts are less of the point. The most significant change is to the small thrusters.
Oh yes, I know that too. I haven't read the patch notes. I haven't played with the game yet. I've been too busy playing Fallout 4. So I'm quite excited to see what everybody has come up with. Oh yes, by the way, everybody can join. Sorry, what do you mean? Can I volunteer to take Polar's place? Uh, by the way, anybody can join the host voice. They just can't talk in it. Uh,
Okay,
oh
so
right, yeah, yeah,
let's
yeah. Sorry. 8 players.
let's talk about the first round. The first one round is Akina against One Eye against Polar Bear.
I'm pretty sure
And
that's
now,
Anakin, as in Anakin from Star
Anakin,
Wars.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So I don't know who Anakin is, but I do know One Eye and I do know Polar Bear. They are both especially good.
Oh yeah.
Most
Hold on. I just need to interrupt for a second. Sorry, we're not taking observers, so no observers, please. Yeah. No observers, please.
1.4.0, right? Or
Oh,
zero point
hello!
four
Look who
point oh?
turned up at the last minute. Well, not the last
Last
minute.
minute? Come on, I said
Last
I'd be here
15
a few
minutes
ago, like 2 days ago.
Ah, useless, useless.
Not completely useless. I do occasionally say words, and those words vibrate air, which could be technically a pretty useless use, but a use.
So much stuff to do. Edit everyone. No, that's delete. Edit message. There we go. And where is?
Okay, well I connected. I'll be back in a minute.
And once again, I'm left alone here. Participants. Yeah, I'm pretty concerned about lag when we have extra participants here. Sorry, not participants, extra observers. Virgo, Octo, you two gonna show up anytime soon?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I interrupted you earlier. What were you saying about the first round?
I was talking about I don't know Anakin, but I do know Wana and Palber. Both are good in building ships. Wana is a veteran builder.
Oh yes, I know. By the way, we just received information that Porterbeer has swapped with Pyrus for the first round. So
Okay.
he's gonna be in round what round is it? Round 6 now.
Let see. Well,
We have all 3 participants, and now we're just waiting for the other host. Other 2 hosts. Well, apologies everybody, but it looks like my fellow hosts are not very active. Not
I can
that.
be plenty active.
Shut up, Murgo. Nobody asked for your opinion.
I asked my opinion.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, I've just launched Cosmoteer, and there's actually some pretty great news.
Yes.
I might have to skip the tournament. There's actually a tournament today, and I might want to go watch that.
Wow. What tournament is it?
I think it's called the We Have No Idea What We're Doing tournament.
I can't say I've heard of that.
I think you maybe have.
Really now?
Yeah.
Well, apologies, but I'm stuck doing this one, so I can't join you in watching that one.
Oh, what a shame.
Are you going to join the observers anytime soon, or are we going to have to like drag you
Well,
in
I mean,
here?
if I had the password, I would.
You yeah, well, it's in if you were a participant, you would have known that the password is modbot. Shit, I just said it on stream. Oh,
Good enough for me. Come on, Cap. I'll figure this out eventually. Eventually.
don't worry. We're still waiting for you, Margo.
As you should be. I got the casing wrong.
I'd like to start the game already, but I mean, we do have to wait for another 2 minutes just in case anybody else shows up.
Admit it. You just wanna be done with it. You hate everyone here.
Not everybody. I hate you.
And I'm everyone.
Most of the people.
I don't hate Octo.
Oh, how kind of you. Well, I don't hate you too.
I might have to change the password.
Guys, just don't join if it's not your turn. It's as simple as that.
I don't really mind if you join, but I'm afraid that I accidentally clicked the kicking ban button instead of just the kick button, so that's gonna cause problems. Settings are alright. Just wait. So, how have you guys been doing?
I lost the end of that sentence.
Okay, another question. How do you think this tournament is gonna go?
Long.
Well, I think every round has at least one. Every of the free-for-all rounds have at least one dominate player in them. Almost all of the rounds. Yeah.
I
So
think you're right there. Yeah.
I think we can anticipate that the final four battles, will be like same people like the past tournaments. I think we can expect Orb, Dallas, Snob, and maybe Polar Bear and One Eye. And we do have a few wild cards, people I don't know about.
But they're what makes the tournament interesting. Who knows what they might turn up with?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that we're gonna see a lot more competitiveness and a lot more walls and more meta builds due to the introduction of a tangible prize.
I actually think that this tournament we will have a lot of lasers and much less cannons.
Well, wars don't work too well for free for alls, so there's that.
Well, it depends on your enemy ship.
True.
I think
but
the ship that I see uprising in popularity is the V-shaped ship, and I know walls do pretty well against that tactic.
but V-shape would be significantly better for a free for all, as long as you have superior firepower. That is. Morgan, what are you typing in tournament announcements? Okay. Well, I guess.
I've gotten 3 messages so far asking for the password.
I literally pinged every participant.
Doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't. What? What do you mean? This is the May event. It says Cosmoteer PvP event May, right? Unless I'm missing something?
I'm pretty sure it's May.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is May.
Maybe in the announcement.
I don't think I care too much about the announcements. Is Tall not on the list? He should be.
He is in round 4.
Five. It's 5 times now.
5 times what?
The
The
amount of
messages
times
you
I've
got.
been asked about joining and the password since the start.
I don't know why everybody asks you and not me.
That's a good question. Why do they ask me? I'm pretty sure I've made it clear.
This is what happens when you put like
I'm not here to
in Twitch it says April, really?
Did you forget to rename the stream?
Yeah, I did. Thank you for reminding me that. Well, I wasn't talking to you, Margot.
So,
Oh, shut
take
up.
credit.
There we go. Four more minutes before we can start this, and this awkward silence can end.
I am interested in the fact that we're doing the free-for-all style to begin with.
The thing I'm concerned about with doing teams is what happens if we get 2 really strong players in one team. I mean,
Not point and laugh. I know that. I learned that.
I mean, if we get Dallas and like Knob together, that would be pretty interesting. But I doubt that would be very fun for everybody else.
I mean, if they would go against like Wana and Ob, they might not win, you know? I think if the team could have been balanced, but it will be a lot of work to do them randomly and then balance them.
I wonder if the lobby chat's broken. Normally I see a bunch of stuff on it.
I think it broke. I can't believe we don't see anything in lobby chat. Oh yes, don't worry. I have original ship cutters. Myzik.
The problem is
multiplayer. Yeah,
some
original.
Some guys use
Oh, no.
like
Okay.
coloring the ship to confuse the enemy.
I should probably post the stream link up in the main server.
Yeah.
You probably should.
Should slap it in lobby chat real quick. Actually, I can do that. Real quick. If I, go to the right place.
Alright, it looks like time is up and all participants are ready. Is my fellow host ready?
Probably not, but let's do this.
Okay, let's start. Also, by the way, just to introduce everybody, I'm hosting with Octo and some other guy whose name I've forgotten.
Okay, so let's see. One is using a diagonal ship. A lot of flavors, it seems.
Yes. Meanwhile, Pyrus has 2 ships. And Anakin has gone with a broadsider design.
Yeah, a very long and pink broadsider. Uh, let's talk about Pyro's ship. It seems to have, on the big one, it's a laser wall with ions. As you can see, you have a lot of ammo around those ions to protect them. Yeah, seems to have decent mobility on those. The smaller one, 3 reactors, 2 ions, and a few lasers.
Yes, the
Also, a
larger
lot of mobility.
yes, the larger one reminds me of Renia's designs. It's basically a slightly smaller one.
Yeah. If you look at One Eye's ship, you can see it doesn't have a lot of thrusters for a ship this big.
It is very light on design though. It's mainly structure and empty space in the middle, so it's probably very light as well. I wouldn't say it's very slow.
I think it will have hard time slowing down.
Meanwhile,
And let's see.
the first
Broadsider doesn't seem to really have a meaningful thrust.
no, but I think it's got an advantage in this type of battle because it can't fire on two people at once. Meanwhile, Pyrus is doing
It does split the cost for having weapons on both sides.
Oh,
So
no! Notice there's a lot of missiles on that thing.
yeah, I do notice, and one of the problem is that it make it really explosive, and you already have one of the control rooms down. That means you only have one.
Yes. One Eye is trying to stay out of the battle. Dick move. Also, Murgo, I think you're muted.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're just not talking. All right.
Okay,
Unfortunately, Anakin is not standing up well. Pyrus has
Pyrus
taken
just
almost
threw it
no
through.
damage.
And the control room down.
One
Anakin
Eye
is out.
moving now, too.
Now One Eye seems to be getting into the fight. He's taking some cannon fire from the broadsider. He
Yes.
seems to focus on the big wall first.
It does have significantly more weaponry on the big wall, so I think it makes sense to focus that. The triangulator.
The ions on the small
It's a
ships should
7
really
range.
worry him because ions have a really high DPS. And if you don't deal with them immediately, they can really chew up on your side like this.
Well, half of the big iron wall is already
Oh,
gone,
he's trying
and
to push him out of the perimeter of death, it seems like.
yes, but I highly
And
doubt
he
Pyrus
took
is gonna
down-
keep retreating.
But he took down most of his back thrust, so he doesn't really have a way to escape it.
Not doing all too much
Very
damage.
well.
It's staying safe.
Yeah, One Eye seems to have the upper end on this one. Even though, as you can see, his sides took some damage, the weapons took some damage from the small ship.
Yes, the main problem I think is that the ions didn't do enough damage to get through the shields, which is what
But you can
what he
see
needed to do.
he took a lot of lasers down from the side.
I wouldn't say this game is decided though, because the perimeter is shrinking and One Eye's ship is pretty close.
You are right.
They're all pretty close.
Well, the S2G halberd from Pyrus only have 2 control rooms now. It seems, yeah, it's lacking on the thrust now. Seems it will be going out of the perimeter of death. One Eye is turning around to face the smaller ship. Some nasty missiles hit there on the back.
Yes, it is lacking PD. Point defense.
Yeah, and it seems like One Eye is getting out of the perimeter too.
That's probably not good. But the perimeter of death has been changed radically, so he's not in immediate danger.
It was changed? How so? I forget.
And One Eye wins.
Congratulations. To One Eye. Now I better get the second round ready. Could or other competitors please leave? Actually, I'll just kick them.
Kind of rude. You didn't really need to kick them. Just, like, give them a nudge or something.
Murgo, you complain too much.
Probably.
Oh, here comes the messages.
Which message is the, hey, what's the password?
It's
Why
the
do I keep getting kicked?
it's the hey, what's
Or
the password?
why can't I talk?
Yeah,
on the
it's
server?
the hey, what's the password? Messages.
Yeah.
I was slightly concerned about how it might be hey, I can't make it, but none yet. That's good. Who is this gentle Linux guy?
Well, he's not on the.
Password's the same, right?
Yes,
He's
the
not
password is
around.
the same. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to.
Pin it.
Wait, are you Wars?
No, it is not Oz. Oz have his name is just Oz.
Okay,
I
so
knew him before.
okay, yeah. Is Wars here? That's the question.
It's always a good question.
Doesn't seem like it.
He was here before.
Hmm.
I can tell he joined the game and asked to observe. Maybe you accidentally banned him from the game instead of kicking him.
Wars, if you're here, Marco, don't pin it in channel 1. Everybody can see it in channel 1.
Well, that's where I was at the time.
You lazy thing. Hold on. We'll just quickly wait for Wars a bit. If he's not showing up, then we'll just have to play with 2 people this time. That's a good thing about free falls.
Still need to see if I can badger Walt into raising the player limit.
You don't have to wait long. First call for Wars. Wars, anybody? No?
Oh, you got a new boat?
No? Nobody? Alright, we'll just have to do a 2-player free-for-all this time, which is basically the old competition. Alright.
Good luck.
Don't explode horribly. Or do. That's kind of the point. Or at least one of you.
Well, oh, that seems like a deadly laser. Whoa. Okay.
I like the back.
That's a lot of firepower.
Oh, okay,
Like
yeah.
made out of tinfoil.
Bible Teen seems to mainly focus on defense and less on attack. You only have 4 missile launchers on both ships and a few electrobolts.
It does seem.
Do really it won't really do a lot of damage, but Skachen does seems to lack on the PD.
Yes, he has no PD, but just 4 missile launchers is probably not enough.
Yeah.
And then once you
And-
get past all the shields and stuff on the Eye of the Eagle, that's a lot of reactors.
Oh yeah, that's
A lot of
nasty.
Only the
However,
small ship now, when it doesn't really have weapons, it only have 2 electrobolts, and as you know, electrobolts almost doesn't do any damage.
if
He might
he...
be able to play it. He might be able to push it out of the perimeter.
Yes, I think that's his only way of winning this. But that ship...
Even if you will push him out, you can just burst him down before he will die.
Skatten's ship is also really fast because
And yeah, the chain reaction.
ooh, yes, GG. Congratulations. I can't pronounce that name. I can't pronounce that name. Shatten. Okay.
Okay, next round.
Oh,
That was
we're
faster than I expected.
in Discord now.
Sorry, you're too late, mate.
Okay, so this round is interesting. We have one of the leading participants, which is Orb.
I think Tartarus is also a very leading participant. I don't know about the last person, which is Babel.
Bedwolf, by my experience, he is a long time in the community, but his ship seems to be lacking, mainly because he almost never uses shields.
It looks like people are not joining again. God damn it! Why does this always happen?
It's okay.
Oh yes, we have another person. That means we can fight. we don't need 3 people. We just need 2. But if we have 3, that's
No,
better.
but where is Orb?
More people equals more explosions.
I'm pretty sure Orb is here. I'm just wondering where he is right now.
He was in the chat a moment ago.
Yes, I know. Yes, he's coming. Password no. There we go.
And Orb is
Yay
okay.
for proper nouns. Though calling Modbot proper is a little weird.
I didn't choose the password based because of nouns. I chose it because it was an easy to remember name that I just so happened remembered at the time that I needed a password. If that makes any sense.
It does. It's probably better than what I would have done. I would have chosen something extremely random. Probably with numbers. An ampersand somewhere.
Well, good luck.
Basically, you want to make it so that nobody can ever join our game.
If no one can join, the tournament will be a lot shorter.
Margot, where do we, you know what? I'm not even going to comment on that. Let's just talk about the ships.
Okay.
So, Bad
Orb
Wolf.
seems to run a diagonal one too.
In
The
fact,
laser diagonal ship.
we've got 2 diagonal ships. Bad Wolves, which has shields, despite what you say.
Yeah, that was just what I was about to say, but it doesn't have backthrust, as you can see. It does have a lot of ammo, but it doesn't have any backthrust on this ship.
You only need to move forward in this tournament, though, and turn. Meanwhile,
yeah, but the AI make it so when you have backthrust, your ship is faster.
Meanwhile, Tartarus, he's got a very interesting shielded ion design, which is,
If you notice, the name is probably a failure as well.
well, I would not consider that a failure. In fact, I used that design, wow, almost a year ago, for my ships, though with the introduction of electro bolts, it's gotten significantly worse.
Well, it does have one problem that I can see, because the shields, some of them are too much forward. Because if you don't know, the inner side of the shield, any projectile can pass through it, not just friendly.
I know that, but if any projectile
So-
passes through a shield, it's gonna hit the one on the other side. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, we shall see.
We sh-
Partnership really is a fault.
We shall see once the perimeter of death forces these guys to move closer.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm looking at Orb Ship, and he does seem to have a lot of armor on the nose, but the compartment themselves seems to only have armor between them, and not a lot of armor on them.
Bad
So
Wolf.
he might be a bit vulnerable to cannon fire.
It would appear that Bad Wolf's ship is not symmetrical.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Oh my god, you're right.
It's just close enough where you have to stare at it for a minute before you realize what's wrong with it.
Oh, you are. Oh god, that hurts my eyes. I can't look at it.
And now we know why the rest of them aren't moving.
Yes, they're too busy staring at Bad Wolf's.
I think if they will wait, Bad Wolf will be at a disadvantage because he have much less thrusters than the others.
I think it's still enough to outrun the perimeter.
If it will come to the perimeter of death, he will be at a disadvantage. That's why he starts moving first.
I don't mind if these guys don't move. The perimeter's gonna make you move.
I figure one reason why people might be a lot more hesitant to move now is
Well,
once
if
two
you
people
don't-
get engaged, there's going to be someone coming around the back. The first person to move is very likely to turn into the middle of a sandwich.
Well, it looks like your prediction is coming true.
Yeah. Tatter's ship does seems to be really fast when going forward. But as you can see, because he lacks some back thrust, he have to slow down a long time before he get to the target. And Orb is doing some maneuvering to get out of the fight. Seems like he doesn't want to fight both of them.
Usually a good idea.
Yes. Meanwhile, Bad Wolf is a bit stuck in the sandwich.
His armor seems to tank up the damage pretty well.
He did put a lot of armor on his back, which is pretty advantageous in this situation.
And he is right in the middle of both of them.
Remember,
All lasers seem to do some damage on the side of his ship.
remember, whoever wins this sandwich still has to fight the other guy.
Yeah. Well, Bad Wolf didn't lost it yet either. He
No.
only lost one cannon.
Yeah, and he still has missiles on the back.
Cannon. Sorry.
Meanwhile, Orb and Tartarus has decided to fight each other now. They've probably gotten sick of fighting that slab of armor.
Seems to be very focused on shields, and Orb ship with a lot of lasers and electrobolts is really strong against shield design, and he's out of the perimeter of death.
Yeah, Tartarus needs to find a place to rest so he can get his shields back up.
And it
Seems
seems
like
like
Orb is not
Orb
going outside the
out
perimeter.
too.
Surprise, first one to move isn't losing.
That is actually kind of surprising. Bad Wolf's just kind of chilling.
Okay, both are out of the perimeter of death now.
I think it's important to
Orb
note.
took down one
Tartarus is going to become
iron
the
beam.
sandwich meat now.
Oh yeah, I think it's important to note that you should also be trying to focus on the person who's the most threat. Oh, that
the
missile
chain
hit was
reaction.
nasty.
That was a big chain reaction. He lost the control room. He's out. And
I
now
always
it's
wonder
between
if
Bad
Bad
Wolf
Wolf is
and Orb.
having computer issues right now.
I think
Not
he's
even
just
rotating.
Not moving. Yeah, I think he's trying to bait it.
Could be.
Well, I think what Orb should do now is not rush it because we need to let his lasers charge.
There we go. Now Bad Wolf finally rotating.
Okay, Bad Wolf and Orb rush again, full thrust. And aiming at the cannons. Yes.
There are some
Seems
cannon
like
hits,
there
but
are-
nothing that's going through all the shields.
And he took down one of the control rooms that Bad Wolf have. Bad Wolf is now down to just one control room. Well, the nose does have a lot of armor on it, so if Orb will get stuck in this position, it will take him some time. As you can see, he's working his way through slowly.
Perimeter is still shrinking, but not fast enough to decide this.
I think Orb took down enough weapons to be sure that he will win this. The only thing you need to do now is take down the last control room.
Yes.
And
I think the big thing with Battleship was the
yeah.
angle of the triangle.
I think that Bad Wolf put a bit too much put a bit too much money on his Oh God, I can't speak English for a second. He had too much missile launchers. I don't think that 4 missile launchers was enough to actually make it worth it.
Too much and not enough.
Yes.
And
English is
if
hard.
you've got enough missile launchers, you have too many missile launchers.
Alright, round 4, Cryptic Dolphin. Tong and Phoenix Craft. If I just edit the right message, there we go.
It appears that Varania is out here telling fortunes in chat, predicting winners and all that jazz.
Hey Verania, predict the next lottery numbers. I could really use some right now.
Well, when I'm looking at round 4, I do not know any of the guys that are participating.
That just makes it more interesting. Not to mention, we also
Yeah.
can't see any of the ships.
You're right. Well, let's hope we will have an interesting round 4.
Also, Verania, predict if everybody's gonna show up to this round.
The other guy is gonna join us soon. Dolphin and Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Oh, it says
Uh,
Phoenix.
I can't believe it's only been 20 minutes since the event started. Normally we'd be like half an hour in. I primarily blame this on the third round, which ended way too fast.
Okay, guys, you should join the game now.
I think this will be an exciting match.
Yep, an exciting match. 1 versus nothing. Tong, are you ready to fight against nobody?
Look at the moves, look at the plays. Son,
mean,
what was that?
I would imagine that it is pretty difficult to kill nobody.
True, but we wouldn't be judging on how who he kills. I think if nobody shows up, we just let him play by himself, and we judge him on how good he shows off his ship maneuvering skills.
Phoenix was active in the Discord just a second ago. I saw him pop up in the participant voice chat.
Phoenix is online.
Yeah, I saw him pop up in participant voice.
I'm willing to ask our other participants, the backups,
Oh, there's some chat from him.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
says it doesn't have the password. What's the surprise? What a surprise.
Okay, I'm willing to ask Kuroko to join us as a backup if if I ever learn how to speak English.
Phoenix is here. He just says he doesn't have the password. Okay, he joined now. Great.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask a substitute if he's interested, and if he's not, then we can start the game. Actually, 2 substitutes.
I think he's interested.
Oh my god, who would have known?
Seems like it.
By the way, Kuroko, actually, I shouldn't say anything about him.
About what? His personality?
No, I was gonna make a reference about how, I was gonna make a reference about how he, behaved during, our second tournament, a third tournament? What's that? You know, the one when he said he was gonna trash everybody? Nobody remembers that? Really?
No.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Thank you.
And we
I'm
lost
trying to remember how many tournaments we've even done.
According to the calendar, we've done 6.
5.
6.
6? Really?
6. We've done one every month.
The Kuroko, by the look of his credits, is using 3 ships.
Yeah.
This can be deadly.
I think I also know which 3 ships he's gonna use.
Oh, those ships he used last time against me. The one with...
Okay,
no,
never mind.
it's-
We have to
no,
eat
these
our
are
words.
different.
Uh,
we have 1 iron kiter and 2 laser wolves. Very interesting.
well, it's just like Roko to use walls. Meanwhile, Tong has a very...
A very orange cannon wall.
And it looks pretty tough too, with all the armor.
A lot
It is
of
called
cannons.
the Blockader.
Oh. And let's look at Phoenix with a broadsider, a laser broadside. Seems
if I'm gonna choose which ship I like the most by looks, I think I'm gonna have to choose with the Petamix. That thing looks gnarly.
yeah, it have a lot of armor on the nose, as you can see. Will be hard to pierce through that.
I'm quite surprised. I'm quite interested in why why Phoenix decided to put all that armor in front when he doesn't have any explosive charges to detonate and remove the armor.
Well, I think he wants the enemy to pierce through the armor and then he can shoot at them. But if you look at Kuroko walls, you can see the reactors are very far away from the laser. So after he used the burst fire from the Alpha Strike, it will take him a long time to reload the lasers.
Yes.
And he's sending the kiter, his iron kiter, to fight against the Petamax.
Brave move, fighting 2 ships at once.
I think he's relying on the kiter to stay out of range.
But
I
you
think
do have to
the
remember there's a perimeter of
laser
death
wall.
around here, so he can't kite
They don't
forever.
have all too much armor.
As you
but
can
the
see,
laser
none of the
will
ships
shot from the scope.
have shields, so the Alpha Strike from the cannons really did
Yeah.
a number on him.
It's ripping through the ships like it doesn't even exist. Also, you're absolutely right. Kuroko is having trouble keeping all those lasers supplied. Meanwhile, the
He's running
kiter.
out of juice.
The kiter, Phoenix has decided to switch to. He's decided to turn around actually. Okay, that fight's not interesting. Let's go back to this one.
This fight's gonna be over in a minute, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The only thing really keeping Cool Roku alive for this is just
He's
the
using 1 ship as a
body of his
midship.
old
Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, to give him credit, the lasers are firing pretty consistently. It's just that without electro bolts, he can't get through the shields.
You're right.
Okay, we're back to
Fighter
the.
does seem to do pretty well against the other ship, though.
Yep. He's gonna have to turn sometime soon, but I think he's doing some decent damage.
Got a few holes in the front of the ship.
Well, being a broadsider, it's not massively important for to have a front. Meanwhile, this fight.
Oh, they're gonna be up on the wall in a perimeter of death in a second.
Phoenix is turning. I think he's turning a bit too soon, actually.
Cool Roku's not even really making an effort.
And he's
to
out
get
of the
out.
perimeter.
He can't. Well, he can't just go back in because he's gonna run right into the broadsides. He's gotta make. There we go.
Yeah,
There.
he's turning and.
And both of the laser walls are
Down.
Yes.
effectively.
Yeah. He didn't do any significant to the cannon wall, but it seems like the cannon wall will be out of the perimeter. Yeah.
Well, the kiter is it's taken a lot of damage in the back. Yeah, it's taking a lot of damage, but
The blockader went and poked its nose out there for a second.
yeah, just wanted to see what it was like outside.
Get a breath of fresh air and all that.
Look like Petamex is rushing in to fight.
But who
Both
is
are
he going to
able
fight
to
though? He's gonna have a hard time if Kuroko just decides to run away. So I think he and Tong are gonna fight now. Well, I hope. If I was Kuroko, I just keep running. He has the fastest ship here, hands down.
Yeah, I wouldn't move right now if I were him.
We're back to the beginning of the game where 3 people would not move.
I mean, they're still kind of moving. It's really just more drifting with momentum, though.
Well, Kuroko thrust is meaningless when the perimeter of death is too small.
Oh, wait, never mind. Tong and Petamek
yeah.
and Phoenix has decided that they now need to kill each other.
I think really that
big
Son decided he needed to kill Phoenix. I don't
Yes.
think it was mutual
And
decision.
it almost didn't do any damage, only two
Roku
lasers
back
down.
outside the perimeter for a second there.
Yeah, he's back though.
He's got a lot of little cracks and holes in
A lot
his
of
hull.
damage on the broadside there. 2 reactors down. The front doesn't seem to really have energy now.
The broadside can always turn around to face its other side, but
It seems
oh
like
yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty.
And that's the issue with broadsiders. Yes, they
And
can.
the control room of the
But is it worth turning around at that point?
Phoenix is out of the game. Doesn't have a control room anymore.
No.
Okay, so it's only Kuroko and Son right now.
Well, it's trying its best to get through all the armor, but
Yeah,
it's made a hole.
if you look at Son's ship, you can see it's just raw power, just full of cannons. It didn't even have PT on it. It just was like, yeah, I'm gonna put cannons on it and hope for the best.
it doesn't have any electro bolts, and Rocco, you're gonna run right into those.
Oh, some clusters are going down.
I'm gonna say that if he was paying attention, he could have avoided all those cannon shots.
I think Son was really lucky in this matchup.
Really?
Yeah, because if someone would bring like a diagonal laser ship with some one of orb or one eye, I think you would have lost, because if you have lasers and the electrobolts, you can really pin down every cannon, shoot them in order.
Well, you don't have to worry because he'll be fighting both One Eye and
Kuroko is out of the zone. Yeah, seems like the game is over. And soon enough.
3, 2, 1, boom. No boom? Boom, please.
Everything goes boom eventually.
There we go.
MVP.
Alright, I'll be right back. Hold on a second.
Ooh. Interesting battle.
I think that was a really favorite matchup for Son. No one really had think a laser and electrobolt ship that isn't a broadsider could have won, because a broadsider need to split the cost, the budget for both sides. So each side have less weapons.
You'd really be better off
power.
getting 2 ships.
Yeah, you're right. Because then you can have like both sides facing the enemy. Like,
Sorry about that.
not really both sides. Okay, now we are down to round 5 when we have the only guy who won 2 times the monthly tournament, Dallas, against Gairuka and Gameforger. Both are wildcards. I do not know them.
Yes, they are all new players.
Interesting.
I wonder if Dallas has brought us a new beautiful ship to destroy the meta.
I'm pretty sure Dallas has another armadillo.
Maybe
wouldn't
maybe
surprise
you bring up something new that will shake the meta up again.
Well, I wouldn't put it past him, but Niji.
No reason to fix what isn't broken.
I'm not sure who this Niggy is. Niji.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, Dallas is saying the armadillo design isn't.
Well, I can't start the game yet because I have no idea who our third person is.
Okay.
He just left.
Let's wait for your Gairuka.
And you have an
Yoka.
updated tournament announcement for the new people.
Okay, and the.
Well, they sort of joined by themselves, so I don't need to.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
Okay. Okay, since what? Armadillo will stay unstable, and Twitch is down. Okay. All right, let's start. And Twitch is not down. We have almost a lot of people watching. All right, let's see. Dallas has gotten an. Okay, he's gone with a diagonal ion laser.
That seems like a scary ass ship.
Yes, it is, and it looks cool as well. Meanwhile,
Yeah, it is frightening. Let's talk about this green and black abomination.
I like the paint job
Rider.
on that. I like the paint job on that.
Yeah, it is very nice, but
Does it
it's
even
only
have any weapons
missile.
though?
yeah, it does have missiles. But
Really?
that's it. Yeah.
Oh, it does. Very cleverly disguised.
And let's talk about the 2 ion wolves.
Uh,
They seems to be really explosive with the storages and the reactors in the front.
they do have a lot of damage though, but to sit still with such a small ion wall might not be very viable. It looks like Pincer, the 2 Pincers, are heading straight for the Imperial Star Destroyer.
I think Dallas will take them out real fast. You can see they don't really have any ammo front, and they do have some pretty big chain reaction there. Okay, they're turning away from Dallas. If ship is fighting, I would turn and run too. Oh, I just noticed Dallas. His ship seems to be able to let go of the front. You can see
And
they
Dallas
have
is telling Joe.
the full front and back.
Well, I'd say that it's just like Dallas to be able to detach armor, because that's what he's been doing all the time.
Oh, we've got missile fire
We've got missile fire. Oh, those missiles managed to sneak around the back.
We also appear to have lasers.
Yeah, these two. Dallas has decided to go with the sit still and don't move coward strategy.
Yeah, if you look closely at Dallas' ship, you can see you have a, how do you call it? The detachable part. The destructive charge. He can let go of the front and like make it two ships. The bottom part and the front one.
Less bad jokes, Dallas. More fighting, please. Oh, well, apparently he can't hear us, so let me just say this to them.
Hey, look at this, he's got that little bouncing laser in the middle.
Okay, so Flow Rider is out with both of the pinchers too. Okay, the pinchers are back into the safe zone. Flow Rider still struggling to get back.
I'd be interested to see if Dallas could detach any armor.
No, he can detach the front part. The
front. Right, yeah.
The ions and the lasers.
Oh, that's a very interesting design. He's detached that middle ion. So, what for?
No, the front with the black part.
I know, but if you look closely, the ion beam in the middle is now its own independent ship.
Yeah.
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 I'm not quite sure what purpose it serves.
I think because you can see the gap between the two front ions is only one block. So
right.
The beam will go between them.
That's a very ingenious way of getting
Oh, that's a big missile barrage. Doesn't do a lot of damage to Dallas though. He doesn't even seems to be firing these lasers.
And the middle ion doesn't seem to be firing at all.
And he starts firing. Okay, he starts firing.
And unfortunately, the pincers just passed through that the Flow Rider.
One pincher's down.
Yeah, that wasn't really Dallas. That was Flow
yeah,
Game Forger.
Flow Rider.
I still don't think that the middle section is really making much sense because it's just not firing.
I think it's like a joke he tried to make. I don't know. Might be. And it might fire now. Let's see.
I've only seen like two lasers firing at anyone, two ions firing at any one time.
You're right. It's not firing. Maybe because it doesn't have a control room?
Without control rooms, ships still auto fire. It's just that I don't think it's actually passing through that little gap enough.
Yeah, probably right.
Game Forger and Gurkha is hell bent on destroying each other.
Yeah, Flow Rider and the other pinch up out the perimeter of death.
Oh, ouch.
Boom! And Pincher is out. Gayoka out.
Now, can the Flow Rider get back in time?
No.
It does not look like it.
Oh, GG.
Congratulations to Dallas.
Yes. With the GPE 10 3L40 Imperial Star Destroyer. Okay, next round.
Next round is Cringe King, Polar Bear, and Magister.
Well, the only one I know in this round is Polar Bear. He seems to be a decent builder. I think he always colors his ships very uniquely with the black and the light blue.
They remind me of your first ship that won the tournament.
Oh, the pigeon one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was basically a design tournament.
I know. I'm still embarrassed about that. I wish Nakazuki would show back up, but he hasn't turned up yet. And it appears that Cringe King, who's been asking when his tournament is gonna be, has not shown up.
That's not surprising at all.
Yeah. These ships were built in 30 minutes.
Well, I hope
That does not
do
inspire
good then.
confidence in us, but good luck, Polar Bear. We believe in you.
You know, I'm pretty sure they were actually built in Cosmoteer.
I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
I'm proud of that one.
It's because he substituted before with he swapped places with Pyrus in round 1. So it's not a gang. It's the first time.
Oh, Mad Juster. Is joining.
I'm gonna give him 1 minute, and if he's not, I'm gonna ask for see if there's any, yeah. Just give the substitute a few minutes to see if he's on. Otherwise, we will start the battle.
Seems pretty happy about it.
Okay. That name will be hard to pronounce.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna call him FY.
Okay.
Yes, we're just waiting for our substitute. There we go.
Okay, the fight, dude.
Yay, launching game! Beginning to think this day would never come.
Enough with your sarcastic
let's-
comments.
You can see Cringe King didn't use off his 140k. spell.
Well, he's either very confident or he's got a very good design.
Maybe he's too confident in.
Okay, those are a
Okay.
lot of ships.
Okay, let's start from the fight.
Hey, wait,
that's
I've seen these
canon-
ships before. Hold on a second. Splitters? I've seen these before.
What?
Yes. Last tournament, used by Nop.
Those no, Nop had cannons though.
Yes,
And
but the
it
same.
didn't have. No, but these you can see these are like ships. It's like two couples. Okay.
He made those out of his
let's
own
start-
ships.
Okay, so let's start with Polar Bear. You can see, yeah, very futuristic design with the color. You have a lot of lasers on the front. 4 reactors on each ship.
They're
and a small
basically-
kiter, a small iron kiter.
They're basically miniature laser wars.
Yeah.
Cringe King.
Let's
Wait.
go.
This tournament 2.3.
Cringe King seems to have
A missile kaiser.
cannons, missiles. I don't know if you can call this a missile kiter.
Nice.
It is primarily missile based, I think, and
Yeah, but
FYT
The fight- a lot of missiles, a lot of cannons, but not enough armor and storages instead of factories for some reason.
Hold on a second. Be right back.
Okay, you can see the Cringe King and the fight are starting to fight each other.
Not a very
And
big fight.
no one really seems to have the upper end. And Paul Iron Kiter joined.
Got 3 of his other
Yeah.
ships just sitting back. It's kind of
Okay.
interesting to see compared
This-
to what we've been seeing. Normally we've had a wall of bullets. Here it's kind of like they're throwing rocks at each other.
You can see the fight is taking some damage to the weapons. The Cringe King didn't really took a lot of serious damage. His armor seems to block. Oh, and one cannon is down. As I was
And now we've
speaking.
got the perimeter of
Yeah,
death coming.
his side seems to be in trouble.
This isn't gonna be good for either of them.
And both are out of the perimeter of death. Cringe King was a bit later though.
Polar Bear almost ended up in the perimeter too.
Yeah, it's only his Iron Kiter. He could sacrifice it for the if you think it will bring him an advantage. Okay, both are fighting in the perimeter. Doesn't really seem to make any effort to go back to the safe zone.
Yeah, it's not gonna work out too well for the
Yeah,
fight over here.
I think we can call this a game.
His ship's basically got a new paint job.
Apologies, but I had too much. I had too much coffee, and now my bladder is telling me I had too much. I noticed that the polar bear has not actually managed to fight.
Yeah.
He has a little bit.
I guess we will have a better look at his ship when the next round because he's GG.
Yes, GG.
That was quite a fight. Not sure if we could really call it a fight.
They seem to have gone straight out of the perimeter, basically.
Also, whatever, the paint job on your ship isn't symmetric.
Please
Every
stop
part.
pointing out symmetries because if I have a look and it's not symmetrical, it's just gonna haunt my mind. So yeah. Let's see. Who is next? Nop, our champion for the last round.
Current champion.
Current champion,
Yeah,
yes.
the current champion. VS, Holy Boy, and Icemoon.
Iceborne is already here. Thank you very much, Iceborne. Nop
And Nopo too. The man of the hour himself. Let's see what ship he will bring us this time. If you can remember last tournament, he used a variety of ships. He had the missile cruiser, he had the 4 small cannon walls, and I can't remember what else he had. I think I don't know. Well, yeah, by the look of things, how we spent the money, it seems we have 2 ships. I can't tell if they're unique or not.
yes, all 3 people here. I'm sorry, I'm just very excited that we managed to get a 3rd person. I think to make it fair, if anybody doesn't show up for the next round, I'm just gonna add a bot.
Well,
I guess
what
I
ship is the
could,
bot
I
gonna
could,
use?
I guess I could substitute.
You already told me you weren't participating. By the way, what was your ship?
What did you ask? I lost you.
What was your ship? What were you gonna participate with?
Oh, I was going to use a 4 splitter diagonal lasers. They're very unique in my opinion. Never seen why someone use a split diagonal laser design like mine.
Sorry, what was happening in our main server? I missed Confusion Murgle.
Oh,
Okay,
the main-
never mind. Let's quickly have a look at these ships. Icemoor. I like that design. I'm just gonna say that. I love that design.
Yeah, it does seems cool. The thrusters, it seems like he have a lot of agility.
Isn't it supposed to be Frostmourne? Pretty sure it's a sword.
Okay, let's look at Nope. 2 cannon walls. Both seems to be decently fast. The cannon seems to be decently protected by the shields.
I like the
armor
paint
in
jobs
front
on
of the
them.
factories.
Also,
Okay, let's look.
if there's
at
anything,
Boy
if there's anything
with
about
the
Nob,
iron ships.
sorry, can I just talk a bit first? Sorry. If there's anything about Nob I'm gonna say about, it's that his piloting skills is a lot better than his ship's design skills. No offense.
I mean, even with the ship design skills, though, it looks nice. He called it the Shambler, and it does have a almost zombie-like paint job on it.
I'm talking about the functional design, not cosmetic.
Yeah, I think it
I
is
couldn't tell
decent.
you much about functional design. I'm really bad.
A normal cannon wall, you know. The irons from the Bluebird from Owl. My problem with them is the control room is at the very front of the ship. That make it really vulnerable.
But there is 3 of them, so
Nob
not.
seems to just ignore him completely and go on ice mode.
The Bluebirds I would not say are bad ships. They're just, it's hard for them to do continuous damage because they only have they're relying on ions.
As I said, they have a pretty like a big weakness with the control rooms at the very front of the ship.
Oh, his paint job didn't load. Well, don't worry, your paint your ship still looks very good without the paint.
And one of Nob's ships seems to be taken out already by Icemoon. Icemoon ship, when I look at it, it seems very deadly in short battles. Because as you can see, it have a lot of weapons. But it also have a lot of reactors, and I don't think the chain reaction is completely protected. So I think if you can, if you can use a laser wall or something to go through just 1 or 2 blocks and explode 1 reactor, there might be a big chain reaction that will explode like a quarter of the ship. So that's the problem that I see with it. But in short battles and against cannons like Nob, it have a big it have a big advantage because it have a lot of weapons, and lasers and cannons.
I'm pretty sure Icemore's next target is gonna be the Bluebirds.
Oh well, yeah.
Nob is doing damage control and he's running away for a bit.
Running away is a valid strategy.
Yes.
I've heard it's good for your calves.
Dallas was a master of running away.
I think that's how we won against Kuroko in the third
Yes.
tournament, right?
Yes, that is exactly how he won.
Okay, so the ions does seem to do a bit of damage, especially because the electro bolts are taking down the ship.
Yep.
It seems to have a problem.
Oh, okay.
facing
Nob
three
has
ships, and
decided
Nob charging in.
from the back.
Yeah, and giving 1 barrage and going away. Trying
I
to turn
don't think he
it, I guess.
remembers that thrusters
Icemoor-
don't do damage.
Ice-
Brushed up against them there.
Icemore is doing this very methodically. He's taking out 1 of the Bluebirds, but he should really move away from the ion beams. Okay, he's taking out.
2 are out, 2 Bluebirds.
Yep.
Only 1 in. And let's see how this will go. I think if he can take it down,
Nob
the
has.
next few seconds,
Nob
he
has.
can win the game.
Nob tried his best, but his cannon barrage missed. So.
And the control room is totally exposed for the last Bluebird.
Owly Boy is trying his best to maneuver it out.
Okay,
But
seems like Icemoon is giving up on the Bluebirds and going.
he's not in any real threat because 2 of the
He have a
Bluebirds have
1
no
million
con-
ship.
Yeah, two of the bluebirds have no control rooms, and one of them has no weapons. So
I think giving up wouldn't have been the proper term. I think it's better he's just done with.
yeah, he doesn't need to
It
deal
can't
with those
do anything
anymore.
Okay, if you talk about Nop against Icemon,
I think
Nop only have a 5k sheep, half a million sheep. Icemon have a full million sheep, so I think Icemon have a big advantage on this fight from obvious reasons of the budget. I think Nop made a mistake when he separated these two ships at the start of the game. If he could have kept them together, he might have a chance taking down Icemon ship, maybe from the behind, maybe from both on one side, I don't know. But he made a mistake and it cost him.
I'm not sure why Icemore decided to go back for the bluebirds, but I think that's a bad decision. Notice how Icemore hasn't lost any weapons yet, except for like a few small lasers in the front.
Okay, he's starting to lose some right now. As I said, the chain reaction I was talking about
was
earlier.
nasty. But that's not gonna decide this battle. He still has enough weapons to take out Nob.
But he only have one control room, so if Nob can take it down fast enough, he might be able to win. And if you look at it, Icemon doesn't really have an angle to take down his cannons anymore. The chain reaction I was talking about.
Yes.
Was
use the body cavity as cover. That always.
And
Can't
the control
shoot you
room's
if
out.
they're inside of you.
Okay, so only one bluebird is up against Snop. It doesn't have any weapons. The control room is totally exposed. His only chance is to bait him for the perimeter of death.
Snop doesn't have a lot of side thrust right now. He might have a little bit of trouble getting out of there.
I think he can survive this because he still have a lot of his thrusters up. Yeah,
he's gonna get backhand and I.
I think this will go to Nob. I don't really think Owly Boy will can bait him to the perimeter of death effectively enough before he kills the sheep.
No, it's not fast enough to run away from Nob. And
GG.
Okay, it was interesting. It was a good try by Icemore, but yeah, he played that pretty wrong. I think that he made a big mistake going back for the bluebirds when he really didn't need to.
I think if he had 2 reactors less on his ship, he could have won that. Because if he only had 2 less, like somewhere in the front, the chain reaction could have been avoided, and he could have won against Nob.
It looks like Cryptic Dolphin has showed up.
I think that was less of a mistake in the strategy and more of a mistake in the ship building.
Hold on a second, I just need to check something.
The main server?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm leaving that to you. You should be doing that.
I left it to Bubbit.
You did what?
I know it was a bad idea, but I'm lazy.
I better go check if we are.
Eyeball.
Sorry, I need to quickly go check and see if the main server is still there and it's not being burned down. Okay, Bubbit seems to have a moderate control of things over there, so I'm just gonna pretend he's got it. All right. Let's see.
I mean, maybe if there was a mass mute command.
Last round. Verenia, Nafi, and Pyrotekuta.
Okay, so the only one I know in this round
is Verenia, and she is who I have my money on. No offense to the other two.
Yeah, and this round might be a bit tricky because Verenia does have a bad clamping reactors, so it might end up like being a bit of a trouble.
Well, the thing about Verania is that she's definitely. I am 95% certain she's gonna win this because she almost always comes second place. That's just it. She came second in the first tournament. Second tournament, I think she didn't participate in the
she
third.
came third in the first tournament, I think.
Not in combat. Not in combat.
Well, might be. I can't remember very efficiently. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we're still waiting for Nafi to join.
I just realized I couldn't see the stream chat all this time. Awkward.
Oh yeah, there's a stream, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Sorry, Twitch chat. I haven't been seeing you guys.
He doesn't like you.
I love you, really, I do. I just can't see. I don't know why. I can't. I can only see a small, tiny window on Bebo. Where is Nafi?
Oh yeah, you can pop out Twitch chat now. Did you know that? Pretty neat. Probably been able to do that for years. But you can pop it out into a separate window.
I have no idea how to do that.
On the Twitch chat, there's the little settings button, and you can just click it and pop it out.
Oh. I'm still waiting for Nafi, by the way. I haven't forgotten anything.
We'll probably be waiting for Nafi for another year.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
That's how it normally works.
Well, I can always substitute.
I did say that if somebody wasn't showing up, I'd put in a bot.
Okay.
Or we can substitute somebody who didn't show up earlier.
Oh, like alls.
Yes. No. Cryptic Dolphin, who I think didn't show up in the third round? I can't remember.
Okay, so Dolphin, the Cryptic Dolphin, will play this round. Great. Still, when I look at on the players, I think Virania have a clear advantage on this game.
Well, I wouldn't count my eggs before they're hatched, or before I've even seen them. So.
Well, I mean, I suppose it depends on why you're counting your eggs. Are you counting so you want to know how many eggs you have, or how many chickens you're gonna have?
I want to see how many. That was a bad analog. That was a bad example.
Lots of things are bad examples. But they're the best we have.
Murgo, I don't need you to make sarcastic quips about every comment I make. Actually, I do, but please, just show me some mercy. Dolphin, if you could just... Ah, there we go. Alright, last round of the free-for-alls.
Good luck. Okay, let's look at... what ship do you want to look at first?
Verania.
Let's start with the Cryptic... Okay, Verania, okay. Verania seems to run a missile pyramid. Yeah,
those aren't missiles. Those are missiles.
Lasers. I'm sorry, very sorry. Lasers. As I said earlier, you can see all the reactors are in a chain reaction position. So if you take one, you actually take two.
Verania is using the engine rooms. I don't think I've seen anyone else using them.
Yes, I have. Yes, we've seen.
Yeah, we had some people using them. He's using them really effectively, though. You can see they are thrusters. Let's look at the cannon wall, the very long wall of fire from Porotekuta. How do you pronounce that? You also have some missiles on the sides, but mainly just cannons in the front, and a lot of them.
No electro bolts. He might run into a little trouble fighting against the shield
Also,
ships.
very limited thrusting abilities. He doesn't have a lot of agility, I guess.
I think he does. He has 2 thrusters on either side, on the ends, which is
Yeah, I can see. But I think for a ship this big, it's just not enough. Okay, let's look at the third ship.
the
a
Frankenstein.
broadsider.
I
a
like the name.
broadsider.
I like the name.
Same. I think
Also, it's not
something's
symmetrical
wrong
again.
with-
What is wrong with people? Make your ship symmetrical,
Wait, I
damn
think
it!
something is wrong with the flight direction of this ship.
It's definitely gonna fly
uh,
sideways. That's the fastest way of movement.
It does have a lot of lasers on both sides.
We got the
you can see
wall of
it only has
fire and the
thrusters.
MP0 are going to be in combat here in a minute.
Okay, let's look at the combat. And cannons are starting to fire lasers. I think Verania have the advantage here because lasers are ships and drone.
Yeah, that laser spam will destroy just about any flag.
Control room out.
Oh
The wall of
boy.
fire is out of the game. I'm sorry. That was a quick one. Apparently not enough ammo. Shield the control room from all the lasers. As you might know, lasers are very weak against ammo, but very strong against shields. Especially when you mix them with electro bolts like Virania did. He took some serious damage from this cannon barrage though.
He's missing he's missing a decent chunk of his weapons. Its.
Okay, let's see how this is going. Also, Frankenstein only have 1 control room. Virania have 4, right? Yeah, 4.
Frankenstein seems to want to like pick a fight with the broken wall of fire for starters. Verenia.
Frankenstein seem. I'm sorry, you can talk.
Verenia is. If I was Verenia, I'd move to the back because Frankenstein has nothing on the back. It's called his ship is the ship turns poorly, obviously, because no real lack of thrusters. So if he can get to the back, he's got a pretty decent way of just chunking out all the weapons.
Okay, he's at the back now, but he doesn't really have enough side thrust to keep him there. And Frankenstein just gonna spin. Yeah, and now he's facing the other side. And you can see the lasers are doing some damage and getting closer to the reactors. And 2 reactors down. As I mentioned earlier, the chain reaction.
But the thing about Verenia's ship is that you just having 2 reactors down isn't much trouble for her. The reactors don't actually do much damage to weapons in front. Now, Cryptic Dolphin is doing a very nice job of turning his ship around to make full use of the broadside capabilities.
Yeah, he does love spinning.
Spinning
Also,
is good.
Missiles from the damage wall of fire.
Spinning is good.
down.
Spinning is very good because small lasers don't miss.
You're right. Very accurate lasers are. That's why they're so good against shields. You can see this side of the Frankenstein is pretty damaged. But Virania starting to move, trying to manipulate. Oh, 2 reactors down again. Virania only have 6 reactors now.
I think it would have been a better idea for Verenia to target the weapons instead of the reactor. The continuous
Reactors
spinning
are
is
pretty
it's really messing up all the focus damage.
Okay, Virania not really moving around his ship a lot, just mainly tanking it and trying to get some damage done before he spins, before Frankenstein spins. He's taking down the weapons. Ouch.
The
Slowly but
Frankenstein,
surely,
yeah.
Virania Even though Verania is very hurt, you can see he only have 4 reactors. He is slowly but surely taking down lasers from Frankenstein, and I think Frankenstein just don't have enough thrust to keep him away from the perimeter of death. If it will get too close.
I think
So
he can outrun the perimeter. It's just he
Yeah,
can't
but-
outrun Varania.
Yeah, you're right. I think
Nop is saying
because
that
Verania had
Nop is saying that it's probably a good idea to target the turning thrusters first, and I agree with him.
As you can see, I think this fight will get to the perimeter of death. And as you can see, Verania have 4 control rooms, while Frankenstein, Frankenstein only have 1 control room. So if both will go out of the perimeter of death, Verania would probably win because of the RNG.
Frankenstein is moving out right now.
Yeah, and the control room is out.
No damage yet.
Yeah, control rooms are the part that take damage last when going out of the perimeter of death. But reactors, on the other hand, take damage really fast when going out. Same for corridors. You can see the ship is starting to get really damaged because, as I said, it is a pretty slow ship, and Verania took down some of the thrusters it had.
I
So
think
it will
I
have a
don't
hard
think
time getting back.
I looked
Yeah.
at the Discord for 5 minutes and kind of forgot the stream was going. And
I'm
this
not
is
even
what
going to comment on that. Well, it looks like that's game.
Yeah. Verania just chilling in the middle of the zone, watching his enemy die in vain.
That's a very nice explosion animation. I'll give that to you, Frankenstein. Well, congratulations to our winners in the free-for-all stage, and now we move on to the tournament. Well, not tournament, bracket stage.
Yay! I like stages.
Well, you can perform on one if you want to.
I used to.
Ah,
But now my
I
stages
feel sorry for the audience who had to listen
Tend
to
to
you
involve decoupling rocket pieces now.
playing KSP.
Yeah.
All right. Round 1. One Eye versus Skaden. God damn it! I give up.
So I think if both will use the same ship as last round, this will be a very interesting one. Because if I remember, Skachan used a very, very deadly laser wall.
I don't remember what either of them used.
One I used a diagonal laser ship with some missiles. And Skachan ship didn't really have any PD on the front, only on the back. So we shall see what will be happening there. I think the missiles can do some heavy damage from One Eye. Okay. One Eye?
Is not here. Ah, yes! We have 2 people. You cannot. You do not know how happy it is to see 2 people joining the game.
See, One Eye probably just had trouble finding Cosmoteer without all the depth perception stuff.
Okay, that was a good joke. That was a good
Thank you.
joke.
Okay, let's see if they will use the same ship as last round.
Yeah, I think Dolphin's turning in the last round was really.
Yeah, same ships. You
Same
can see
ship.
Skachan is using. Okay, this is a really scary laser wall. I think so many weapons on that. Really deadly, but only 3 control rooms and doesn't have a lot of armor in front of them.
Did One Eye
One Eye-
recolor his ship, or am I crazy?
No, I don't think he changed the
No,
color.
I don't think so.
I've got
One
original
Eye-
colors on.
One Eye ship only have 1 control room, pretty well protected right in dead in.
Here comes the
Just
missiles.
Yeah,
No
they will
PD to
do some
defend
heavy
against
damage
those.
because it doesn't have any. A lot of
Oh,
lasers
well,
going
yeah,
on.
that-
Most of them
Lasers.
getting blocked. And the middle reactor exploded with the. You can see a lot of damage is being dealt to both ship. A lot of lasers going out. This does look very special.
Scatchen is just gonna try and force keep moving forward. I think
Okay,
that's the best idea.
Sketchan is down to 1 control room now.
Yeah, I think that
One.
far back position with the control room.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
One Eye.
That other
appears to-
that other control room is not very well protected. I mean, he doesn't actually have to kill the control room. He just has to
One
kill
Eye
the
is out
reactor.
of the perimeter of the.
Okay, if he runs
Oh,
away,
but-
Scatton, if you run away right now, you might win.
Both are out, and the control room is disconnected,
I don't think he
so
can run away
Sketchan cannot
anymore.
move his ships.
Well,
And One Eye win this.
yeah, that was that was pretty fast.
That went well.
That was a blast of a fight.
How did he win this?
Really
Oh,
beautiful with all the lasers.
oh yeah, One Eye. He didn't destroy the control room. He destroyed the he destroyed all the reactors.
And the reactors were right in front of the control rooms. Okay, next fight is
Round 2.
this one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just quickly check on the other server quickly. In case,
Oh, you don't want to. You don't want to. I've kept it up on my monitor, and you don't want to check on it.
Okay, I'm not going to damn.
Might have to talk to Walt and see if he can just delete the channel and recreate it.
Is it that bad?
Memes. So yes.
So we've basically given in and given them a meme channel after all.
Okay, so both are using the same ships, and